message. Think Primus.
We give you the right tunes, the right vibe. All in one in all. It is Primus. The sparkles in the Primus Radio.
Express, exhibit, and smoke.
We give you
This is the remix, y'all. Juju hip hop, yo. Remix, y'all, bringing in something new to you.
offering the sounds that shapes the heart, making the turn inward towards beauty. We are Primal.
Good evening, Ibadan, and welcome to another fresh and exciting episode of the program Ibadan Gist Arena on Primus Radio. Yes, this is Primus Radio, and of course, you know that on Primus Radio, we give you the best of contents that you can ever imagine. You can get to listen to us on our website on www.primusmediacity.com or go to Radio Garden, Radio Box, Online Radio Net, Zeno Radio, amongst others. My name is Aiyetan Anjolaoluwa. You can simply call me AJ, and I'm officially welcoming you to the program Ibadan Gist Arena. And what do we do on the program Ibadan Gist Arena? We basically give you hot and sizzling gist that has happened during the week, gist from Ibadan, from outside Ibadan, from around the world, basically, and that is what we do. That is what we are here for, and of course, we are here for your listening pleasure. You can also join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Primus Media City, and on YouTube it is Primus Television. It's another Friday evening, and of course, we always like to put you in the Friday mood, and of course, this evening to put you in that mood, we are going to be playing you Wale Thompson featuring Remedies, La La Le Friday. That is what we are going to be welcoming you with. This is La La Le Friday. Enjoy and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is the remix, y'all. Juju hip hop, yo. Remix, y'all, bringing in something new to y'all. Wale Thompson, the Remedies, yo. 1-2K, Janice music, bringing something new to y'all never heard. My make trees in the out, yo Wale, get up the microphone, come on y'all.
Wale mama de o.
Say what I can hear yo.
Alo ilo mberede.
What you say, come on y'all.
Awade. Wale mama de o.
What you say.
Alo ilo mberede.
Check it out, y'all.
Ini bolo, keji bolo, pambolo, bolo. Alákọ̀ọ́jú màre o, ẹni tẹ̀ ń retí má dẹ̀
Now, check it out.
Àwádé.
One time. Come on.
Wálé màmá dé o.
1-2K, Remedies, KYC.
Alóyin ló ń gbèrèdè.
Can you feel it, baby? Can you feel it?
Àwádé.
Check it out.
Wálé màmá dé o.
1-2K, Remedies, KYC.
Alóyin ló ń gbèrèdè.
This is it, yo, this is it. 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 Y2K, I come with the funk, Mr. T said, dealers of you are of the niggas blue. The nigga that's never peeling, step on your eaters, so you show your niggas all the peeling, when step on your eating, Boston now. I'm making a dedication from the tip to the top. Bring back this game, let me show you I'm the real top. You're talking the same as it was, so we're gonna get the Alaka Ocean, never know this Alaka Ocean was the sweetest in the war. So what does I can slave for you, confident you for the low. You can only find the one that's taking us off the soca. You can only find the one that's taking us off the singers now. You make your reputation goes like this.
Wálé màmá dé o.
What you say, yo? What you say?
Alóyin ló ń gbèrèdè.
Y2K, Remedies, Wale Thompson, KYC. Yo, hey, you know what time it is?
I know.
We're about to change the beat to something new. You know what I'm saying? And I got my man Wale in the house. He be going to do something real cool right now. And ladies and gentlemen, yo, Wale, you know what you got? Come on, y'all. Get up the mic and fix your flow like a tack.
Dàlí má ṣe bá mi wí o.
What you say?
Ìyàwó mi má ṣe bá mi jà. Dàlí má ṣe bá mi wí o. Ìyàwó mi má ṣe bá mi jà.
Come on.
Lálálẹ́ Friday.
Friday.
Èmi ò bá súnlé o. Orin Wálé mò ń gbọ́ o.
Can you feel it, baby?
Ìbò fi gbéra gẹ́gẹ́.
Come on. Come on, y'all.
Lálálẹ́ Friday.
Friday.
Èmi ò bá súnlé o. Orin Wálé mò ń gbọ́
Can you
o.
feel it, baby? Can you feel it, baby?
Tí mo fi bá wọn ṣàríyá.
All kids knocking on my door off at Wale. I better not let you in, cause my name is no Wale. I keep masterpiece when I grab the MSC. Ladies, sip up my keys like to sip the Pepsi. Take a trick on the week back on my sleep. Remedies my homie Wale Thompson. Me, I could tell them, yeah, long time no see. Remember I told you that we love you. I done take the jealousy when it come to the rockin'. Ladies hanging around me like a little baby. What's up, gal? How you doing? Would you give me some bright sugar for my mommy?
Dàlí má ṣe bá mi wí o. Ìyàwó mi má ṣe bá mi jà. Dàlí má ṣe bá mi wí o. Ìyàwó mi má ṣe bá mi jà. Lálálẹ́ Friday. Èmi ò bá súnlé o. Orin Wálé mò ń gbọ́ o. Tí mo fi gbéra gẹ́gẹ́.
Primus Radio. Ojú ọ̀gbagadì láti fẹ̀fẹ̀ rẹ̀ hàn. Primus Radio. Ojú ọ̀gbagadì láti fẹ̀fẹ̀ rẹ̀ hàn. Primus Radio.
Okay, welcome back to the program Ibadan Gist Arena, and that was Wale Thompson featuring Remedies on La La Le Friday. Yes, it's a Friday evening, and of course, a lot of people will be gearing to, go and have fun, enjoy themselves in clubs and everywhere that you would want to have fun. We hope that you do that responsibly. Like I said, you can listen to Primus Radio on www.primusmediacity.com or go to Radio Garden, Radio Box, Online Radio Net, or Zeno Radio to listen to Ibadan Gist Arena and all the other contents, amazing contents that we have for you on this particular dial. Moving straight into the gist that we have for today. This one is a very, very sad one coming from the rapper Ikechukwu. He has called for justice as his 14-year-old relative was reportedly beaten to death in his boarding school in Imo State. I mean, this is not the first time we are hearing of people being beaten to death in their boarding schools. And this is why a lot of parents are very, very skeptical about sending their children to boarding schools. Boarding school, as we used to know it, is supposed to be an institution where you send your child to get good morals. But these days, what we hear from boarding schools, boarding houses, is nothing to write home about. And I mean, a lot should be done about this, because if it keeps going on like this, I mean, boarding schools would not even be in existence anymore. Basically, because no parents would want to send his or her child to a school where he is not sure if the child is going to come back at the end of the semester or at the end of the session, as the case may be. I mean, this is sad, and we need to really, really look into this. The story reads, he posted on his social media, and he said he was found at 1 a.m. in his boarding house. He was in SS2 in his senior hostel, Queen of the Holy Innocent Secondary School, Idota Iga. He was beaten up, bruised, and there were so many holes in the stories that the school told them. I mean, the schools these days also always want to cover up the evil deeds that some of the seniors in this school perpetrate. And I mean, if at this age and at this stage of their life they're already doing evil things like this, what would eventually happen when they grow old and they are more matured enough to know that, okay, this is what I want to do and this is what I'm not supposed to do. These are things that we really, really need to look out for and, stop when they are still at this early stage. Because if we leave them to, get to stages where we'll not be able to, and this is a cry for help to the government, the federal government, state governments, local governments, to do something about this. I don't know what they are going to do. I can't teach them their job, but something has to be done in earnest to stop this menace, because I mean, it can't continue like this. I cannot have a child now and want to send my child to a boarding school because of the things that I've heard about boarding schools, basically.
It's grits on the bit.
May God comfort the parents and the relatives of the boy who died, and of course, especially Ikechukwu, who was directly involved in all of this. Another sad story here says a man tried to kill himself. He tried to jump into the lagoon in Lagos. But lucky for him, he was saved by people who were around. But then the surprising thing about this story is that eventually when he was saved from jumping into the lagoon, he was then handed over to the police. what exactly do they want the police to do about it? Because the police, as we know it, would not help in this matter. They would not even be of any help in this matter. Instead, they will make things worse. They would torture him. They would make jest of him. They will make fun of him for wanting to take his own life. And they don't even know the reason why he's trying to do that. I mean, there's no valid reason for wanting to take your own life. But I mean, people go through a lot. And he might have his own reasons for wanting to do that. And the only thing that we can do at this stage and at this point is to help him, is to make sure that he gets the necessary help that he needs. Handing him over to the police is not the help that I personally think that he needs. But I pray that God helps him and helps him to, get over this phase that he is presently.
It's Grace on the beat.
In another news right here, this one is actually a very funny news to me because, we are being asked to go and register for our PVC so that we can elect right and credible leaders come 2023. But this story here says that PVC collection, INEC instructs citizens to sweep before they can process their PVCs in Anambra State. Basically, if you ask me, I walk into an INEC office and I'm asked to sweep the floor of their office, the office that they use, before they can process my PVC for me, I would gladly walk away. Because why are you telling me to sweep your office for you before you can give me what rightfully belongs to me? But this is Nigeria. Anything goes. Basically anything goes. I just hope that the people who did this, the staff of INEC who did this, are going to be apprehended and they're going to be dealt with appropriately. I hope that they are apprehended and they are dealt with appropriately, because we need as many people as possible to register for their PVCs so that we can elect and not select, but maybe elect credible leaders who would lead Nigeria right, who would change the face of things in Nigeria. And these people that are supposed to do this for us are making things difficult for the people who are supposed. The whole thing is just confusing. I mean, it's confusing. Come on.
It's Grace on the beat.
On this note, I would like to go on a quick music break. When we come back, the show Ibadan Gist Arena continues. This is Buga by Daniel. Buga is a song that it has become a sensation to everybody, both young, old, and new, and all of that. Yeah, so basically, enjoy Buga by Daniel.
It's Grace on the beat.
Ìgbà tó bá ní ṣọba gbọ́n mi kọ̀ǹkọ̀ tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kọ̀ǹkọ̀ ní bá wọn ṣọba lálẹ́ odò. Primus Media City ìràwọ̀ tó tún àgbàgbà yẹn rò.
Don't sleep, wake up. Collect your money, wake up. Collect your money, wake up. Tera, go get the moolah. Wake up, money to kala. Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be jai. Kill up, come, person, matter, person, we don't mind, boy. When I land softly on the sofa floor. So far, so good, Koni Bajo. Let me see you, go lo, let me see you, go lo, Bukao. Let me see you, de Buga. Go lo, let me see you, go lo. They see when I'm mad. When I land so free on a so far floor. So far so good. Koni bajo, let me see you. Go lo lo lo, let me see you. Go lo lo lo, bukao. Let me see you. Go lo lo lo, let me see you. Go lo lo lo, bukao. Let me see you. Go lo lo lo, let me see you. Go lo lo lo, bukao. Let me see you. Go lo lo lo, let me see you. Go lo lo lo, bukao. Let me see you. Let me see you. You don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to then fight. Leave me on my bed. See, you don't walk, you don't try.
We give you the right tunes, the right vibe. All in one in all. It is Primus. It is Sparkles in the Primus Radio.
Express, exhibit, and slow.
It's glitz on the beat.
Welcome back to the program Ibadan Gist Arena, of course, and this is Primus Radio, and of course, I'm still Aiyetan Anjolaoluwa. You can simply call me AJ. The next gist I have for you is coming far away from Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, it is no longer news that the Eddies is going to be held in Atlanta, Georgia, in the USA. But now the twist to this story is that Anjolaoluwa, the CEO of HIP TV, Hip Hop World's Award, Eddies, has purchased a brand new Bentley for the winner of the next rated category. And in case you do not know the people who are up for the next rated awards, we have Ben Singing, who was formerly known as Buju. We have Arasta, we have Loje, we have Zinoliski, and we have Ruga. Personally, I don't know who would win this particular category, but I think Benson should have a good chance. Also, Aresta, Ruga, in fact, all of them basically, because I mean, they've all had a good year, especially Benson and Zinoliski. May the best man win. I mean, but it would be very nice if I'm the owner of this brand new Bentley, because I mean, actually, tight, budget. Then the color. I mean, I love the color. I love everything about it. Looking at it right now, I wish I was the owner of the Bentley. Okay, this is another shooting coming from the US. I mean, last week I read to us about the story of an high school shooting that happened in the US. This is another one that is happening in the US in another school. I'm just hearing that the president of the United States has asked that they do a gun control. I mean, I think that's the best thing for them, because if everybody has access to a gun, then I can just come into the studio and shoot Bobola and nothing is going to happen. Yeah, but this story says at least 3 people have been shot outside a school's graduation ceremony in the US. We can't keep having all these shootings and, I mean, expect that things would go the way they are supposed to go, basically. In another news about this same shooting, the story says five feared dead as gunmen invade a medical clinic in the USA. The story reads, at least 4 persons were shot dead by a gunman carrying a rifle and a handgun on Wednesday, June 1st, at a medical facility in the USA. The only reason why all of these things will be happening in the US is because they have access to guns. And if I have, I mean, like I said, if I have access to a gun and somebody annoys me and gets me angry, I can just walk into wherever it is that the person is and shoot the person and expect that nothing is going to happen. Of course, there are laws that would guide these things, but the fact that I have access to this gun is going to push me to do and undo. And that is basically what is, I mean, affecting these people. I mean, 2 different attacks in one. May God help them in the USA. I mean, thank God we are not in the. I mean, this is the only time I can thank God that I am not in the USA, because anybody can just walk into the studio now and shoot me in the head and say that because he has access to a gun, he can do as he likes. This next story is coming from Cubana Chief Priest, the whole Cubana Empire. There's been a whole lot of back and forth from Cubana Chief Priest and his followers. And what is it all about? Chief Priest is saying that being fat for him is the definition of being rich. And his followers are saying, no, sir. You being fat doesn't mean that you are rich. Yes, you are rich. But being fat is not tantamount to you being rich. In fact, some of his followers have said that an healthy body, you know, six packs and all of that is better than being a millionaire. So basically, that's the back and forth that has been between Cubana Chief Priest and some of his followers. Some of his followers don't believe that they need to be fat, or they need to be fat before you can tell that they are rich. And I also don't see things the way Cubana Chief Priest is saying it, because if I am rich and I keep a healthy living, it doesn't mean I'm going to be fat. But because he is fat, he's trying to make it look like because I am fat and I am rich, it means that is the life.
It's Grace on the beat.
What do you guys think? Because, I mean, for somebody like me, I'm not fat and I'm not rich. But if eventually I become very rich, stupendously rich, I don't think I'm going to change my physique is going to change. Because, of course, the way I'm going to eat when I have money is the same way I am eating now. The way I'm going to live my life is the same way I am living my life now. So basically, me having a lot of money will just mean that, yes, I have a whole lot of more money to spend. Like one of his followers said, he's not living a healthy lifestyle, and that is why he is fat, and he thinks that being fat is equals to being rich. But in my own opinion, whatever you deem fit, whatever you think is good for you, for your health, your position and everything is good. If you feel that being fat it means that you are automatically rich, fine. If you feel that keeping an healthy lifestyle means that you are rich, you are this and you are that, fine. Live your life the way you want to. Do not be under any pressure to keep a healthy lifestyle or to be fat to help people think that you are who you are not, or to help people think that you are this and that. I don't subscribe to that.
It's Grace on the beat.
In sports, Mali has replaced Nigeria at FIBA World Cup after federal government approved the withdrawal of the D Tigers team. The International Basketball Federation (FIBA) has replaced Nigeria's female basketball team, the D Tigers, with Mali's team in the World Cup 2022 that is happening in Belgrade.
It's Grace on the beat.
This comes up after President Muhammadu Buhari suspended the country from participating in all international basketball competitions and activities for a period of 2 years. Speaking in a statement on Thursday, June 2, FIBA said it has become evident that the NBBF is unable to guarantee its participation in the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022 due to the conditions created by the government's decision. Now, the D Tigers would not be going for the Basketball World Cup because President Muhammadu Buhari has decided that he wants to suspend them for 2 years. Reasons unknown. Yet they say that Nigeria is not doing well in sports. They are not doing well in basketball. They are not doing well in football. How do they want to do well when there's no motivation? You suspend them and you don't even give reasons for doing that. They will be demoralized.
It's Grace on the beat.
And at the end of the day, if they eventually have the chance to go for any competition and they come back losing, they will be blamed for it, which I think is not supposed to be, because they don't even have any motivation to do well in the first place. Everything still boils down to the government, basically. For me, everything still boils down to the government. If there's enough motivation for these people, they will do well. If there's enough motivation for them, they will do what they are supposed to do and come out well. The motivation would always, if you are motivated, you will do wonders. If you are motivated, you will do more than what you are expected to do. On this note, let us listen to Damiduro by Davido. The government is already delaying these people and demoralizing them. But this music is saying, Emma Damiduro, do not stop me from doing whatever it is that I want to do. Let us take a listen to Damiduro by Davido. We'll be right back.
It's Grace on the beat.
give you the right tunes, the right vibe. All in one in all. It is Primus, the sparkles in the Primus Radio.
Express, exhibit, and smoke.
It's grits on the bit.
Welcome back to the program Ibadan Gist Arena on Primus Radio. Like I said earlier, you can listen to Primus Radio on www.primusmediacity.com, or you can go to Radio Garden, Radio Box, Online Radio Net, Zeno Radio, and others. You can also join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Primus Media City, and on YouTube we are Primus Television. The next gist I have here is also from the USA, and it is also another shooting story. Is there going to ever come a time where we would stop hearing about shootings in the US? This is the third story I'm reading today that has to do with shootings in the USA. But then the twist to it is that it is involving a Nigerian man and his wife. The story reads, Nigerian man ends it all after shooting his wife, killing her grandma, and abducting their infant in the US. All this still boils down to what I said earlier about possessing, having access to guns. If it were to be in Nigeria and people have access to guns the way they have access to it in the US, it would have been very disastrous. The 41-year-old Nigerian man, Obinna Igbokwe, had shot his wife and her grandmother before heading to where their 3-month-old baby was in Texas, USA, and he also shot the girl dead. The unfortunate incident started on Wednesday evening when deputies were called to a shooting on Alden, Westfield, and Rayford and found 2 women who had been shot dead. According to the sheriff's office, Igbokwe shot his wife, identified as Tangela Igbokwe, after she had told him she wanted a divorce. She is currently hospitalized and in critical condition. He is also accused of shooting his wife's grandmother, identified as Linda Lackins. She died at the scene.
Grits on the bit.
We just hope that all these shooting stories would end one day. And the only way it can end is when they, put a stop to the possession of guns by citizens of the country. Because like I said, if I own a gun, he owns a gun, everybody has the access to a gun, there would be people who would misuse that opportunity. They will use the opportunity to, deal with people who have offended them in the past. And I don't even see a reason why everybody should have a possession of a gun. Okay, of course, yes, we know that it is supposedly supposed to be a form of, what do they call it now? What do they call it? 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 self-defense. Yes, but if you are not in any rift with anybody, why should you want to be defending yourself? I mean, in Nigeria, nobody has possession of a gun, and everybody is defending themselves in the way that they know that they can, or in the best way they can.
On the bit.
May God help us, and help us stop hearing stories like this, because every week when we come to tell stories like this, our own mental health too is also involved. We that we are reading these stories, we have our mental health too to protect. In another news, this one is very interesting because Gistlover has been dealing with this person online. If you are a follower of Gistlover and you are a follower of Gists, you would have heard about this story. Actress Lady Bakare's 13-year-old daughter gifts her brother a car on his 9th birthday. So let me explain this story to you so that you can understand. Now, Lady Bakare's 13-year-old daughter, who is 13 years old, gifted her brother, who is 9 years old, a car on his birthday.
It's Grace on the bit.
So you're going to ask me, how did she get access to buy a car for her brother? How much would her allowance have been to have that much to buy for her brother, to buy a car for her brother? Personally, I feel that she's doing all of that to cover up for what, for the old gist that Gistlover is giving to the public. Because Gistlover is dragging her anyhow on social media. I don't think I want to go into details of everything that Gistlover had said in the past few days about Lady Bakare, but I just found this story worthy of telling because a 13-year-old is buying a 9-year-old a car gift. Something that even me, that I'm in my 20s, I'm not able to do for my younger ones yet. May God help us. May God see us through. All this bobo that they're giving us, all these cappings that they're giving us, God will judge them. This story that I'm about to read out is something that is a story that when I first read about it, it amazed me, and it felt like, okay, I wish I could do this thing that I'm reading right now. Zimbabweans are allegedly cutting and selling their toes off for $40,000. This is a new booming business in Zimbabwe where citizens are allegedly cutting and selling their toes off for thousands of dollars. My toes are not doing anything. In fact, both of them are very useless right now. Come and cut them and give me money. Or you don't need the money. If I tell you now that let them come and cut your toes, would you decline that? Don't lie. Would you decline that? You would decline. Okay. Anyways, according to multiple Zimbabwean news outlets, social media has been awash with details since last Thursday, where it has been said that people can't walk barefooted because they have sold off their toes. In one of the circulating messages, there are even unconfirmed prices of big toes that go for as much as $40,000. The middle toe is going for $25,000. while the small toe is going for $10,000 US.
Grace on the beat.
Reports have it that this act is due to the high cost of living and failure of the government to create jobs. Let's just imagine that, okay, this is going to replay in Nigeria with the level of unemployment in Nigeria. Just imagine how many youths, how many young people would have sold their toes. I mean, people would even offer to sell their old feet just to make money. That is how bad poverty is in Nigeria. I mean, and if they are complaining about this in Zimbabwe, what do they want us to do right here in Nigeria? They should bring this business down to Nigeria, please. I mean, there are people who are on the queue who want to sell their toes already. Someone like me, I can sell one of my toes. I have no use for it for now. Okay, on a lighter note, let us listen to Brother Shaggy featuring Zlatan. It is titled Okoto. And when we come back, we will continue with the program and, of course, basically sign off on the program because, I mean, time is fast spent already.
Yeah.
have a message, think Primus. If you have a gift, think Primus. If you have a dream, think Primus. Primus Radio. Express, exhibit, and flow.
Okay, welcome back to the program Ibadan Gist Arena. And on a final note, monkeypox is already in town. Whether you like it or not, we are going down the lane of COVID-19. And of course, this is to tell you people that you need to be extra careful. This story here says monkeypox can be transmitted through sex. NCDC warns. So all of you that like to do cho-cho-cho everywhere, cho-cho-cho-cho-cho-cho everywhere, God do not let it put you in trouble. HIV is still there. They've not found a cure to it. You want to add monkeypox to it, I pity you. Monkeypox is in circulation now, and they have said that it can be transmitted through sex.
It's Grace on the beat.
So please let us be careful out there. They are already telling me that time is fast spent and I need to get out of the studio right now. Anyways, my name is Aiyetan Anjolaoluwa and you can simply call me AJ. Shout out to Bob Adebobola on the program today. He has been keeping me company and I want to thank him for coming on the program today. Of course, he did not show his face and he did not say anything, but he has been keeping me company on the program today. This is Primus Radio and of course, I am signing out. Peace.
Don't walk, you don't try. You supposed to be jai. Kill up, come, me come, person, my love, person, we don't mind, boy. When I land softly on the sofa floor. So far, so good, go never jump. Let me see you, go lo, let me see you, go lo, bukao. Let me bukao. Let me see you, the buka. Go lo, let me see you, go lo, bukao. Let me bukao. Let me see you, the buka. Go lo, let me see you, go lo, bukao.
We give you the right tunes, the right vibe. All in one in all. It is Primus. The sparkles in our Primus Radio.
Express,